Brian Moore with Guide Dog Farley. Patsy Torres with Guide Dog Newman. Michael Edwards, Guide Dog Ian. Allie Cates with Guide Dog Irving. Saying hi to people as he goes. Oh, he's greeting. Lori Truitt with Guide Dog Ivan. Josh Haas with Guide Dog Jed. It's very exciting for the dogs because as they're working down the aisles, they are sniffing some of you out. Their noses know better than us. Rachel Giantoni and Guide Dog Dudley. Clayton Mack with Guide Dog Eddie. Anthony Skippy Cochran Jr. with Guide Dog Howie. Heather Marshall, Guide Dog Dewey. Heather was a home training this month and she's joined us for graduation. Welcome, class of January 2019. At this time, I'd like to introduce Thomas Panic, President and CEO of Guiding Eyes for the Blind.
I thought I had one in there. Anybody got a piece of kibble they can share? Rachel, where are you? There we go, Rachel. In return, I'll give you a dog. How does that sound? Thanks, Rachel. Welcome to Guiding Eyes to the Blind, everybody. We're really happy that you could join us, and on YouTube as well. Thanks for watching. It's a very exciting day for all of you. I know that just 3 weeks ago, and shorter for some of you, that you came to Guiding Eyes in this very room and heard the name of your guide dog for the first time. And I made a promise that you'd be up here today. You know, in the words of Helen Keller, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. And I can tell you that with a guide dog, it takes a lot of courage, but your lives are going to be an adventure. And for those of you coming for the first time, you've given us your time. You have excelled at all of the obstacle courses that Shannon and the trainers have thrown at you. And you wouldn't be here if we didn't have confidence that you could do this. He's made a friend with Rachel, guys. Gus is up and at looking for another treat. You know, I'd like to compare it to a TV show. And I always try to find a popular TV show that's kind of relevant today. And who here in the audience shout out if you watch Titan Games? Anybody? Titan Games is an obstacle course. And you've got to get through the obstacle course in order to get to Mount Olympus, as they call it, right? So we've got obstacle courses like the shopping carts in the hallway that we set up. We have traffic checks. We've got all these things that you got to get through so that you can get here today. We've also got Clayton, who's kind of like the Rock, right, Clayton? But it's one of these things where at the end of the day, we're here to be able to navigate all of those obstacles. And as you go out in life and you encounter all of those things, you'll recognize the capacity of your guide dog. And none of this will be possible without the support of our donors, our volunteers in the community. We have 2 graduation sponsors today. The first graduation sponsor, and tends to always sponsor Shannon's classes, I notice, is Nancy Kern. Nancy, please stand up for a warm round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, Nancy. Her family's here as well today. Our second graduation sponsor is the Orange County Puppy Raising Region. If you're from the Orange County region, please stand up for a warm round of applause. And that's in honor of Rizzo, who's graduating today. And Bethany is here as well from that region as regional manager. Bethany's 20th dog is graduating. So Bethany, please stand up. I'd like to next try something that we haven't tried before. So bear with me, and hopefully technically this will work. Many of you get the puppies at the age of 8 weeks old, but where are those puppies before 8 weeks old? The puppies are at our breeding and whelping kennels.
Hello.
Hi there. It's Tom and all the people at graduation. Is that Anna?
Yes, it is.
How are you doing? So are you able to show us any of the puppies?
So we don't have any reception in the kennel, but we're going to bring a couple of newborns into our office to show you. We have a couple of little tiny critters. So if you give us just 2 seconds.
Take your time. How old are they, Anna?
Can you go get We'll be just 2 seconds.
Take your time. Take your time. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is worth waiting for. What do you say? So we got to wake them up from their nap. So we're tuned into our Canine Development Center, which is about 35 minutes north of here, where our breeding and whelping kennel work. Maria Lazaro also oversees that operation. So I know you're going to let me know when those puppies are on screen, but I'd like to ask Shannon to describe what's going on for our purposes and the purpose of the class. Can I give you a microphone, Shannon? Okay.
Okay, so here we have
go.
2 puppies. I'm going to show you. This is a little
Oh my God.
tiny black squirrel or boy.
Labrador?
So we have a black Labrador puppy on screen.
Samantha gave birth to her in the wee hours of this morning, so she's not even.
Oh, puppy noise.
Can you see her?
It's a small, very teeny weeny black lab puppy, eyes closed, making little baby grunting noises for his mommy. Oh, good job. That's a good one.
So that's a puppy that is less than 24 hours old.
24 hours,
less
one
than.
day. Wow.
Very interesting little yellow lab puppy. His name is Billy.
Billy?
Billy's
He
sleeping.
is actually almost 2 weeks old.
2
if you
weeks?
can believe it, but he was kind of a preemie within his litter. So
You took good
he was
care of
born
him.
very, very small. We've been supplementing him round the clock for almost 2 weeks now, and he's doing super well. But he's actually at almost 2 weeks old, smaller than a newborn.
Yep.
But he's doing really great.
And he's sound asleep.
He's asleep.
He's been doing really well with his litter mates right now, and that's he's just sort of a little bit of a miracle puppy.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
survived. So if you'd like, we can bring you a couple of a little bit older puppies. I don't know if you want to see another.
I think we're good, Anna. We want to let you get back to what you do best and take care of those little fellas. So we really appreciate you tuning in with us today and showing what you do. And really from all of us here at Guiding Eyes, wanted to say thank you for working hard every day to keep these puppies happy and healthy.
And I'm sorry we couldn't show you the whole litter.
How about a warm round of applause for Anna and the team up there? Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Finally, I'd like to say thank you to Wendy Aglietti, who came here today, our former board chair, immediate past chair, for all the work that you've done. Wendy, thank you for being in the audience. I really appreciate you joining us. Our new board chair is a dear friend, longtime supporter of Guiding Eyes, even before I came here. And I'd like to just introduce him to all of you, John Donnelly. Please come up, John. You're welcome.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Tom. And it's great to see Wendy, my predecessor, on our board. We have a great board, and become a lot of friends with people on the board over the years, including Wendy, who's done it for 6 years before me. But I want to first and foremost congratulate our graduates and their new companions. I want to thank the puppy raisers. You folks are unbelievable. 20 dogs. I can't believe that. All our volunteers, and the people who work here are what make this not the biggest, but the best guide dog school in the world, in our humble opinion. So we love Guiding Eyes. It's all about the people. The people who work here are unbelievably dedicated, unbelievably smart, just wonderful people. The dogs are the best dogs in the world as well, and we love them too, and we take good care of them. I've been involved with Guiding Eyes for about 20 years. We're on our second release dog now, Bliss. I took her out. She's 11. I took her out for a long walk this morning. So I asked her if she wanted to come, but I think she was cuddled up with my wife. So she stayed home today, but she comes up to the school with me from time to time. Today is really, it's always, graduation's always a special day, but today it's really special for a guide dog named Eddie. And Eddie's named in honor and memory of a police officer named Eddie Ortiz, who was on the force for 20 years, spent the last 8 years at the 40th precinct. And for any of you, I was working downtown on 9/11. It's a day I'll never forget. And he was there and was a big volunteer there for many years after that. So if I could ask his wife and his partner Nick to come up, we have a special gift for you that we'd like to provide you with. And now I'm going to turn things over to Shannon.
Two tall guys in front of me. I got to bring the mics back down. Michelle. So this is my favorite part of our program. We have 3 graduates who will be speaking and one singing a song for us. So at this time, I would like to introduce Clayton Mack with Guide Dog Eddie to be our first graduate speaker. I'll raise the microphones.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming. Good afternoon, and welcome to the January 2019 Guiding Eyes for the Blind graduation ceremony. I'd like to start by thanking all the people that make this dream of ours come true. Thank you, Tom. You're a great inspiration to all of us. Ben, all of the admission staff that help make this journey smooth and exciting. I would also like to thank our class supervisor, Shannon, our instructors, Lori, Carrie, Kara, Mary Beth, and Stephanie. Our instructor's assistant, Maddie, all the kitchen, nursing, housing, and maintenance staff. A special thank you to all the puppy raisers and all volunteers. Guiding Eyes for the Blind is truly an amazing place. We were privileged to have Shannon as our class supervisor, who is a great role model, who means business, but also has a great sense of humor. She could always lighten the mood during a stressful situation. Her instruction is very meaningful, and she would always make sure you were doing everything the right way, which put a lot of confidence in everyone. Lori, Kara, and Mary Beth worked with the first 10 of us for all 3 weeks. These instructors were abundance of knowledge, compassion, and had a pure love for all of our dogs. Lori is very caring, and we always knew she would be there for you if you needed anything. Kara is very calming and knew how to keep you and your dog relaxed and confident as a team. She also killed the karaoke in the boys' van. Mary Beth is so outgoing and just has a vibe that puts a smile on everyone's face. Her laugh is contagious. And I don't know if you guys know, but she kind of likes Disney. That's it. Maddie helped in many ways, from picking us up from the airport to making sure everybody had what they needed. She was a great help with White Plains, keeping the route in order. And, Maddie would always say hi and ask everybody, how you're doing. And we all appreciate that sense of kindness. We thank the nursing staff, as they were always there if you needed anything. They were a great help, even if they were helping in the kitchen. Thanks to the kitchen staff for an awesome food and catering to everyone's needs. We're definitely going to miss all this food when we're home. Thank you, Stephanie. Though we did not get to work with you as much, you were very professional and would help with anything, even though you had your own students to work with. The class of January 2019 was a special one. We were split, 5 guys, 5 girls for the first week. As we would all find out, we would all end up with male dogs. And even a set of triplets with Ian, Ivan, and Irving. We have all gained new friendships that will hopefully last a lifetime. We became like family, having meals with different people every day and helping each other in any way we could. The boys kind of picked on the girls, but the girls gave it right back. The boys would joke about riding in the new van and how it had heated and massaging seats. So the girls took over the van one afternoon, but couldn't find the buttons. So we traded back. We would hang out every night in the coffee room from 7 to 9, and the room would just be filled with laughter. We really bonded, whether it was yoga, the coffee shop, or when Shannon's kids helped us all at the ice cream shop. We did lose a classmate a little over 2 weeks in, and to see how it hit everyone so hard, you could tell there was so much compassion. It really showed how close we really became. I would like to tell you a little bit about my journey and how I got here. I was diagnosed with RP around 12 years ago, not long after my son was born. At this time, I have around 3 degrees of central division, so it's kind of like looking through a straw. I'm a very active person, and I would not let this disease slow me down. I still coach wrestling, and I try to work out every day, from lifting weights to running half marathons. I'm always busy. My 12-year-old son is very protective and really worries. When he found out I was getting a guide dog, he was full of joy. About 2 summers ago, I met a puppy raiser from Guiding Eyes at a local farmer's market. I did my research and found out that they had a running program that really intrigued me. I was so excited to have a chance to get some of my independence back. When I found out I was accepted, everyone I knew was very encouraging and proud of me for taking this step in my life. My experience here has been amazing, from getting off the plane to the anticipation of the first 2 days, anxiously waiting to meet our dogs. The first walk was life-changing. Being able to spend 3 weeks with people going through the same things you are is very calming, and I just felt at home. I haven't been this happy in a while. Meeting my classmates and making friendships was very special to me. It's going to be hard to say goodbye to everyone, but I know we will stay in touch. But I can't wait to get home with my dog Eddie. Having Eddie by my side is a huge relief for my son and I. I've gained a great deal of confidence. I would personally like to thank Nick, my running instructor. What a great person. Not just the running, but going out of his way to take me to the gym on his own time. It really means a lot when someone shows that much kindness. Once again, thank you everyone that made this possible. We truly appreciate it. Before I finish, I want everyone to know how honored I am to have Eddie walk along my side, guide, and protect me, just as Eddie Ortiz did for so many others. Eddie is now a special name that will carry on the legacy of a great man and a loyal partner that you can always count on. With a great appreciation, thank you to the Speranza and Ortiz families. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Clayton. That was an amazing speech. I'd like to now introduce Brian Moore, one of our action students for this class, as one of our graduate speakers also.
Do I have to adjust? Oh, no, it's actually pretty good. I will be a bit brief because Clayton covered a lot of the material that I wanted to cover, but I wanted to talk a bit about this action program and just how phenomenal an organization this is that will design special programs to meet your needs, no matter what they are, as a student here. He wants all the attention for him. For those who may not know, ACTION is an abbreviated course of instruction for people who, for a number of reasons, may find it difficult to come in for the entire class length. In our case, there were two of us in ACTION this class, myself with Farley and Katie and Rizzo. And if it's a phenomenal program because you essentially get one-on-one instruction. And those of us that come here and have been here a couple times and have worked these dogs for a while and live in complex environments come with hard questions. You know, okay, yeah, these are the typical situations that people encounter, but in the real world, here's the 400 other things that happen. And how do we deal with those? And I have to give Stephanie a lot of credit as our action instructor because she could pretty much come up with an answer to all of it. Excuse me. And, you know, this organization really goes out of its way to make this program work for us, regardless of what our circumstances are. From somebody like me who is a single parent and works in a mega office tower in downtown Toronto and commutes on the subway every day, to someone who maybe wants to go to their mailbox and go visit their friends a few times a week. We're all equally welcome here. This program is available to all of us. And that's phenomenal. And it wouldn't be possible without a whole bunch of people, most of whom Clayton has already covered, so I won't repeat them. In my particular case, because they're not here, I would like to acknowledge Kate and Craig Gallagher from the New Hampshire puppy raising region for raising Farley. And what a phenomenal program. And I think I'm done.
Thank you so much, Brian, for all of your kind words, both you and Clayton. I'd also like to introduce now Rochelle. She's going to play on her guitar and sing a song for us.
My world was surrounded by night. Wasn't easy to get around. What I needed in my life was a light. In you it all was found. For I see through you and I'm told you. You look at me with love. Your brown eyes, short black hair. You are my God, my love, my love. You're my four-footed friend with a waggly tail, and I love you with all of my heart. You walk by my left side to guide me, and I know that you'll never fail. For I see through you and I'm told you look at me with love. Your brown eyes, short black hair. You are my God, my love, my love. You came to me at a time when I felt so all alone. You're like a dream come true. I pray the angels may watch over you. For I see through you and I'm told you look at me with love. Your brown eyes, short black hair. You are my God, my love. For I see through you and I'm told you look at me with love. Your brown eyes, short black hair. You are my God, my love, my love.
Somebody didn't put tissues by my seats. I had to go find some. These guys are killing me. Woo. And I wore mascara today, too. Okay. Thank you very much, Rochelle. That was absolutely beautiful. What a gift for all of us. I'd like now to introduce Maria Lazaro and our presentation to our puppy raisers.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. And yes, I do work in that very magical place you saw live on FaceTime, where the dogs are bred and the puppies are born. And that's why I say when I'm up here, as I look at all these beautiful dogs, lying down before us. I can honestly say I knew them when they were just a gleam in their daddy's eye. And now seeing them all grown up doing what they're meant to do fills us with so much pride and love for them. So on behalf of the Canine Development Center, I'd like to extend a sincere and heartfelt congratulations to the graduating class of January 2019 and your beautiful guiding eyes. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to be able to share this day with you. So, the journey of a guiding eyes puppy is a long one. And it doesn't happen without our dedicated staff, our generous donors, and over 1,500 devoted volunteers. These include our brood stud foster families, early socializers, home socializers, home litter care families, puppy sitters, region coordinators and helpers, kennel and administrative volunteers in Patterson and Yorktown, tour leaders, drivers, and ambassadors. It takes a village to raise a puppy. And finally, I want to say a very special thank you to a very special group of people, our puppy raisers. These are the people that take these beautiful little puppies into their home when they're 8 weeks old. They love them, they care for them, they train them, they stay up late at night with them when they're sick, and then they give the ultimate gift. They give them up so they could be here today. And while I say it's the hardest job at Guiding Eyes, it's also the most rewarding. So again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts, because it doesn't happen without you. And I just want to shout out a very special thank you to the staff at the Canine Development Center in Patterson. As you can see, they take care of these puppies from the day they're born to the day they leave us, and they work very hard at giving them the best possible start they can when they go to their puppy raisers. So we do have a lot of CDC staff here today. I'd like to ask them to stand and give them a round of applause. And now for the fun part, I'd like to present our certificates to our raisers. So when I call your name, please have a member of your family come up to accept. Starting, oh yes, Shannon's gonna open one up so everyone can see. I'd like to start with Brenda Vick, Cleveland West, raiser of Guiding Eyes Dudley. Congratulations. And raiser of 9 puppies for us. Diane and Terry Haglund from Richmond, Virginia, raiser of Guiding Eyes Eddie. Congratulations, this is their first puppy. The Reed family from Dominion, raisers of Guiding Eyes Howie. Congratulations, this is their second puppy for Guiding Eyes. Stephanie Lenore, Cleveland East, raiser of Guiding Eyes Ian, and I believe Stephanie could not be with us today. Megan St. Jean, Cleveland East, raiser of Guiding Eyes Ian, who's raised 4 puppies for us. Congratulations, Megan. The Wilkinson family from Central Connecticut, raiser of Guiding Eyes Irving. This is their 3rd puppy. Congratulations. Colleen Bennett and family from Montgomery, raisers of Guiding Eyes Ivan. Congratulations. This is their 4th Guiding Eyes puppy. Scott and Carol Kennedy, North Carolina, raisers of Guiding Eyes Jed. And this is your first dog graduating. Congratulations. Lauren Cook, Erie, New York, raisers of Guiding Eyes Newman. And Lauren has raised 2 puppies for us. Congratulations. Karen Legg from Capital, New York, raiser of Guiding Eyes Puma, and Karen could not be with us today. Under action training, we have Caitlin and Greg Gallagher from New Hampshire, raisers of Guiding Eyes Farley, and they have raised 2 puppies for us. They're not with us today. David Guldan and Dawn Heller, Orange County, raisers of Guiding Eyes Rizzo, and they have raised 4 puppies for us. Congratulations. Eileen Dorian and family from Orange County, raisers of Guiding Eyes Rizzo, and they have raised 4 puppies for us. They could not be with us today. And of course, Bethany and David Oliver, Westchester, raisers of Guiding Eyes Rizzo, and Bethany, as you know, 20 puppies. Under home training, we have James Betro from Central New York, raiser of Guiding Eyes Dewey, and this is your first puppy. Congratulations. The Hanson family from North Carolina, raisers of Guiding Eyes Dublin, and they are not with us today. Maureen Hollis, Southern Connecticut, raiser of Guiding Eyes Hampton. She has also raised 22 puppies for us. Stacy, yes. Stacy and Doug Chung from Southern Connecticut, they're not with us today. They also raised Guiding Eyes Hampton, and they have raised 3 puppies for us. Congratulations, everyone, and thank you again. So, at the Canine Development Center, we have a saying that goes, from small beginnings come great things. So now it gives me great pleasure to introduce future Guiding Eyes, the handsome Sam and Spartan. Hi, guys. How are ya? How are ya? Yes, yes, yes. So they will be available for autographs in the groom room after graduation. And also, at this time, we'd like to invite everyone who would like to volunteer with us. Please do. You can see the cuteness is off the charts. It's just off the charts, right? Thank you, guys. Bye, Sammy. And so in closing, I'd like to say it's one of my favorite quotes, and I know a lot of people have heard it, but I never get tired of it. For the graduates, he is your friend, your partner, your defender, your dog. You are his life, his love, his leader. He will be yours faithful and true to the last beat of his heart. You owe it to him to be worthy of such devotion. May God bless you all and keep you safe. Thank you.
Okay. Before we get to handing out certificates, I'd like to also introduce a few people who haven't been formally acknowledged yet, and that is all the instructors and trainers that were part of the January class and one of the home trainings that is with us. So when I say your name, please stand up. We have class instructors Lori Busey, Carrie Ebling, and Mary Beth Hetty. Sorry. The hours that these 3 ladies have put into class is beyond amazing. They work hard day and day night to train dogs for 5 months, and in the 6th month come here into class for 3 weeks. And they live and dorm in the kennels with our students, and we get to know everybody pretty well, sometimes too well. We've had a lot of fun nights here. Clayton covered some of it. I'll leave it at that. Action instructor who joined us this round is Stephanie Corrette. She worked with 2 students this class, one being Brian Moore, who you met, and then Katie Mobby with Guide Dog Rizzo, who could not join us today. So Stephanie came in the 2nd week and worked with us and joined in our fun laughter and games. I'd also like to introduce instructor assistant Maddie Swab, if you would please stand. Please stand for a second. Remember this face. I'll reintroduce her later, but she'll be part of your tour later. And joining us, which is special for us, because usually we have home trainings going on during class, during off weeks, and we don't always get to meet those instructors because they're out on the road traveling They each do about 6 home trainings a year, which is about 60 days plus away from their home to train graduates in their home area. So I'd like to introduce Graham Buck. And he worked with Heather Marshall and Dewey in Manhattan. Two other people I'd like to mention is Chrissy Vetrano and Julie Angle. Chrissy Vetrano is a senior instructor who did home training, and Julie Angle is one of our specialized training instructors who also worked with another student at a home training. She worked with Karen Parrish with Dublin, and Chrissy worked with Ricardo Green in Hampton. Again, the people who travel on the road, just like our instructors who live here, dedicate a lot of their time away from home and family to do the job that we came here to do that we love so much. One of my favorite places to be, besides being with my family, no disrespect, is class. I love class, and I love this special class that we had. Clayton said so much and took away so much of what I wanted to say. But what I keep thinking today, and I'm going to cry because this class has been very close. We've worked really hard with everybody, but grateful. So grateful is, I was like thinking of quotes. I was like looking up quotes, and I said nothing was good enough because I'm grateful to be here and be part of the lives of our students and helping them train their dogs, work with the instructors. I'm grateful for the raisers, and I know what I dedicate, what you guys dedicate to me. I always say I won't puppy raise because if I'm going to do all that work, I'm keeping it. You guys give the ultimate sacrifice of working with these dogs and helping us fulfill our mission, which is a really strong mission that I am very dedicated and compassionate for. I'd also like to thank a lot of people who are behind the scenes, which the nursing staff, the kitchen staff, those in development. There's so many different departments, maintenance that Clayton mentioned earlier. But there's one more piece that I'm grateful for. And those are the people behind us, all of us, is our families. The students' families, because I've talked to some of them, I've talked to some of the students, the people that help support them to get here, and the work that they have to do to support our students to get here. Our families of employees, instructors, we live here. Without our families, I'm grateful this month for my family, my 2 children that held the puppies that were up here. They actually came and volunteered one night while we had our night trip, and we went to an ice cream shop, so they helped the students get ice cream. We also had an excursion this month, which was way fun, and a first time for one of our students, and Nick Speranza joined us too. And Rachel Hetty, which is Mary Beth Hetty's sister, volunteered yesterday. We all went bowling. We were a little like, this is going to be awesome. The students wanted to go. We're like, we can do this. I was like, how are we going to do it? We're like, we'll figure it out as we go. And we did. And we had 8 students with us. We went bowling. We had a great time. Rachel and Ethan and Devin helped with some of the students and where we put the dogs and how to line up balls. And a few balls got stuck in places we didn't expect because we didn't line up just so. But that's okay because we had a really good time, and I'm grateful for those moments with the students that it's not just all work, like we have to have play, and I'm grateful for that. So I don't want to talk too much, but I want to say thank you to everybody here, and I'm going to start handing out the certificates, and I just want to say congratulations to this awesome class. You guys fill my soul, and I want to thank you because it means a lot. So let's get to certificates, huh? Okay, ready, Kara? Congratulations to Anthony Skippy Cochran Jr. from St. Augustine, Florida. Rachel John Tony with Guide Dog Dudley from Cleveland, Ohio. Lori Truitt, Guide Dog Ivan from Salisbury, Maryland. Michael Edwards, Guide Dog Ian from Anaheim, California. Brian Moore, Guide Dog Farley, from East York, Ontario, Canada, which we know as Toronto. Rochelle Coutinho with Guide Dog Puma from Amsterdam, New York. Patsy Torres with Guide Dog Newman from Richardson, Texas. She also lives in Seattle, Washington. Allie Cates with Guide Dog Irving from Groton, Connecticut. Josh Haas with Guide Dog Jed from Alba, Texas, also known as just Texas. Clayton Mack with Guide Dog Eddie from Canandaigua, New York. And Heather Marshall with Guide Dog Dewey from New York, New York. Congratulations to January 2019. So now the talking is done. The meeting and greeting can begin. In a few closing words, I'd like to say thank you again. We will have a graduation tour at 3 p.m. Maddie, please stand up again. We will be meeting back here in Alumni Hall. Maddie will be your tour guide for the kennel. In the meantime, we have refreshments in the dining room. Enjoy our brand new construction. This is our first class to actually live in our new ramp dining room area. We have a new student living room. Please feel free to take a look and enjoy the new setting that we have. So there'll be refreshments up there in the dining room. And please, before we're done, there's a lot of puppy raisers and family who want to get up here really quick. We'll just give a few minutes to our graduates. They're going to remove the harnesses from the dogs before we get started. And if you would just kind of be patient as they get themselves together, and then as groups with your family or with the graduate of your puppy raiser, you guys can go off to different various parts of the building to hang out. So again, thank everybody. I thank everybody again, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Oh, thanks. Thank you. That was a great idea. That worked. Ah, thanks.